Skirger, Yaga, Few, Angie, and Krakow! Feels a bit rough for that pound sign! You again. That's the escalator 1003.2.1.2.55. Is he broken? Hi, and welcome to my Saturday stream and scream of Danganronpa. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. How about that? I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. Why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept.
Because...
It's all because of that one moment. The mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So yeah, about that. When exactly?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves just seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, of killing each other. They wanted to show the world the mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. All their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope Peak Academy, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
For those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous. Ridiculous! Redonkulous!
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody, but those who would call themselves the ultimate despair, would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is it really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you. And yet, that same motivation is what led us to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. Game of Thrones Teen Edition. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That's precisely the reason. They sound so sure that there's an audience out there to broadcast to. And I had come to the conclusion that perhaps we had all been locked in here and had our minds wiped and, like, outside world was destroyed by that tragedy, like, a year ago. We were supposed to, like, repopulate the world with the ultimate people to do so, but I guess I'm off on that because they seem so dead set and it doesn't make sense why the mastermind would be against would be against, you know, breaking rules unless there actually was an audience. Unless it's just that hard grained into them, but I don't know. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
True.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion. To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in a perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your
However-
challenge. Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It's just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet using your life. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. By the way, if Monokuma's watching this, he totally knows, like, your little shtick now. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
however,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time, or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. Yeah, you're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win. But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but I mean, now we know who our real enemy is. And all we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
right now we have to go find the
shall we
others.
go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Alright, let's see. To the dorms. Alright, so who the fuck is even still alive? You're still alive? Ding dong.
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okie dokie, dead. Hello.
hey,
Alright, never mind. Dead, dead. Not dead.
hey,
Alright. Dead. Dead. Not dead.
hey,
What do you mean? We need to keep looking. We're out of people to look for. They're all gone, huh? I mean, I guess I could go check my own damn room, huh?
just a second.
I like how she's like, is there a reason that you're looking at my room? Alright, well, they're not hanging around our rooms. I mean, it's early enough. Maybe they're all eating? And suddenly we were greeted with... Alright. Excuse Sugar, yuck, a few, Angie, and Krakow. Feels a little bit rough for that pound sign. You again. That's the escalator to 1003.2.1.2.55. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Hey, G to the third power, foursome equals _61. What the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Huh? Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Fucking Yasuhito. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. And I only wasn't pregnant. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man. That seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Alright, now I'm gonna go to the shower. Alright, guess not. Yeah, I can't believe Toko had anything to do with the smell. She doesn't bathe like at all, ever. You stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we find new clues?
Yo,
Kodo, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world. Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. She's dead, actually. No. Rip Miss Cleo. No more call me now! There's no calling her now. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. And who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. I thought it was because I was the ultimate lucky student.
That's right.
No. Too many people can say they've had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
It's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
how about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
but executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blacken, is a clear violation of the school regulations. Whoops. The rules state that only the Blacken is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial, when you said now is the time that the mastermind's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So, our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah, about that. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already. But if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Nay, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way things are now. I'm fine with living here forever, Master. I mean, I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all of the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together, search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about all that. I can't agree with the idea of everyone working together. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries. That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people who could take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are the 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So, in other words,
The mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says. And the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have been one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? What? You're saying that the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
Yeah, if Keanu was the mastermind, that would be fucking amazeballs. You can't be serious. We can't say that's true yet. Monokuma may have just said that to confuse us.
indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us is the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way we could have had all those back and forth conversations. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Yep, little unhinged. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyways.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Alright then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream. Without the cream or coffee. So do you just call us like a coffee cup, basically? So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait! How come?
How about that?
Wait and see, I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Isn't he like 30% right or something? I mean, there's a chance. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining room. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I mean,
Because up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. That's a really nice thing for you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okie dokie, see ya. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, I was left to my own devices. It's just us two, indeed. Alright, so I'm gonna assume poof, bye-bye. So you're going off on your own too, right? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're doing our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together. That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. During our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. You know what happens when people split up? They die. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need
Correct.
to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go
Makoto.
before. No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. And I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So, that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together! I guess I'll start by taking another look at Makoto's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Wait, these were at least several days old. Wasn't that phrased differently before then? Once we find out who killed Makoto Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the doors in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor dorms where the gate was down before should be open now. After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Alright, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me that thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you want more content. And thanks you guys for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. Alright. Bye. Just don't scream or anything, okay? You're saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. She said, don't fucking scream, you little bitch.